Go! God! Go! God!
Whoa.
Good day.
What's new?
Nothing much if you're looking for...
Hey, you! You hear me?
How are you? And what do you need?
To have a little chat with you. Come here. Ah, a buyer?
I'm not buying anything off you.
No, wait, hold on. I've got a serious thing.
What exactly?
I have. Now that's an...
How much?
For you?
I'm not paying that.
God, you're... So let's... Fuck you, whoreson! You'll be sorry, fucker!
I'm all yours. Ah!
Enough! I give up!
Run! Go!
You're mine!
Whoa!
God! God!
Whoa! Whoa!
I cannot watch
The canard! That pièce de pacotille could not handle one burst.
First!
How'd you feel?
What did you say?
How...
C'est terrible, mon ami! I am alive!
Kubienka doesn't...
Because I took the force of the blast for the both of us! I pushed him aside at the last...
Aha. How did you know that the cannon was...
Intuition, mon ami!
You what? Ah, this is pointless.
I love my Mars Hamantaschen.
What do you think about Malashov? We were damn lucky.
More like the people in the village were damned lucky. I'm glad you talked the devil out of burning it down.
Oh, it took a bit more than talk.
It takes guts to stand up to Hinnock. But to beat him? My lord.
Do you think he'll want revenge?
You humiliated him in front of his own men. It can't be ruled out. You'd better keep an eye on him. Or go and have it out with him, straight up.
Any idea what'll happen next?
Another madcap scheme, most likely. What else? That's all we ever seem to do, in case you hadn't noticed.
Sometimes I ask myself what me and Capon have got ourselves into.
I'd tell you what you've got yourselves into, but I don't want to start cursing.
What do you think of Rosa Ruthard? Never met a girl like her before.
What do I know? She's a Schickse, so not for me. She's quite comely, but a bit too smart for her own good. A man has to be wary of those, or else he will end up like Adam did with Lilith. Think of the poor fellow who will have her for a wife one day.
What?
You've lived through more battles than I have. What do you think about Malashov?
I won't lie. There were moments when I was ready to meet my maker. But in the end, I was amazed how it turned out.
The devil wanted to make things simpler for us.
And so I heard. And I also heard what you did.
No, it was nothing, really.
If you say so. But I'm glad to see you still got that boy from Skalitz in you.
Good afternoon.
How's it going, Captain?
Sehr interessant. I thought you were...
What of it? So is there anything you need a hand with, Frenzel?
Zum Glück nicht. If you're looking for einen Fuschen...
I'd like to learn...
Also gut. Damit für mich, wenn du wirklich... Das ist Distract, Simp und jetzt. Na und? Ist doch...
I'd like to...
What do you want?
How's it... What?
Zum Glück. If you're...
Can we...
What did you have in... And what...
I'll take...
And what...
Take a long...
As you will.
You know what?
Du Vic...
Greetings to you. Oh, Christ, it's hot out.
Let's fight.
Do I look like... Drop by when I'm at the pit.
Excuse me.
At your service, sir.
You told me
Yes,
I can...
they want my no, bro. You want game is
So I can bring...
from any.
I've got...
Hey? Well,
Sorry.
no, you don't.
At your service, sir.
The Lord be with you. What brings you here?
I beg your pardon, Millie. I'm asking because...
If it's mercenary work, you'll have to...
I'm asking...
If it's... you'll... The Lord be with you.
May God give you help, sir.
I'm not sure what to think of Malashov. I reckon it was a success, but I can't bring myself to feel happy about it.
What's done is done. The devil got his ass kicked, the peasants still have a roof over their heads, and if it weren't for you, half our men who are now rotting beneath the walls would still be breathing.
After what I went through in Skalitz, I couldn't just burn down people's homes.
Tell that to the dead. If only you'd let the devil do his job, there'd be a lot less of them. Look, I know you probably imagined yourself heroically saving the king and protecting innocents. And believe me, that's exactly what we're doing. It's just not as simple and honorable as we'd like it to be.
So, I'm back. How's it going? Have you got anything out of von Bergov?
Not yet. We need to fix ourselves up.
Nice work! Nice work indeed. You saved the peasants but sent your own men to the slaughter. You like to keep your hands clean, but war is a nasty business. So who are you going to sacrifice for your conscience next? Your little Jew brother? Cape on? Yourself? You play the game, but you don't understand the rules. And in the end, you'll lose. You learned nothing. You understood nothing. And yet I tried so hard. And yet we share the same fate. No! My family was slain too, by the Turks. I felt just like you do. And Eric went through the same thing. That's why I took him in. We're one big family of orphans. Well, of course, you do have a father, although he's not gone so far as to give you his name.
Who do we have here?
Greetings, sir.
My respects. I'm sorry.
Greetings. How can I help you?
I'd like...
And what?
I'd like...
My girl.
Well, I really...
Excellent.
I'd...
You
My God, that was really something. You'd better warn me next time. I'm not much of a swimmer.
I apologize.
The Lord be with you. What brings you here?
I beg... I'm asked...
If it's meant, you'll God be with you.
What a day.
I apologize.
Is von Burgov's interrogation...
You came at the right time. We're just about to deal with...
Welcome to Sukdal, Lord von Berghoff. Despite the circumstances that brought you here.
It is an honor, Peter. Compared to what I had to endure from Žižka and Kunstadt, your good manners are a welcome change.
I'll do my best to make your, involuntary stay no more inconvenient than it has to be.
Aren't you being a bit too welcoming, Sir Peter?
Just what I was thinking. Fuck that bollocks! He's a captive, not some busty wench. He's only alive to squeal what he knows. It'd be quicker if I just beat it out of him.
Just a beating? What about breaking a finger or two? Or singeing the soles of his feet? You yourself forced me and Capon to do similar things when you brought that captive to Trotsky.
Forced you? Come off it, boy. Should I tell the gentleman here what actually happened?
You just keep your fucking gob shut until someone asks you to squeal.
Instead of these pathetic threats, why do you not make me an offer? You do know that I am...
Shut your trap, Otto. Right now you're nothing. You lost most of your men at Rabos, and the rest croaked when we took Malashov. So what do you have left? A nice coat? And a smug face?
Do you really think Sigismund made me his chamberlain because of my soldiers? Or to have someone to take care of the running of conquered fortresses?
Shut up, damn it! We're asking the questions.
Really? Then why have I not heard a single one yet? And what a shame that is. I am a pragmatic man, and I'm sure we can work something out. But lay a hand on me, and you will not hear a single word.
This is unbelievable. He's lost everything, but he still thinks he can push us around.
Well, he's right, though. He is one of Sigismund's closest men.
You're buying that? He talks just like Jobst. When he gets here, they can yap till doomsday for all I care. But now we just don't have the time.
Jobst wants to come back here. After he got away from us by the skin of his teeth?
Well, he has to show Sigismund our army up close.
So it's true. I couldn't believe the Margrave had finally made a move. I thought he would never march into battle.
See? Fortune is turning her back on you people. A pragmatic man like you ought to recognize an opportunity. If you help us, the Margrave will remember you for it. And will also let bygones be bygones.
You're getting ahead of yourself a bit, boy. The crown is still firmly on Sigismund's head, and Jobst won't find it easy to wrest it of him. Although, I expect you people have no idea of the situation Sigismund is in right now.
Oh. What situation is he in, then?
In the shit, Lord Trotznov. In the shit. So, a sensible person should seize every opportunity that presents itself. And I am eminently sensible. Lord Capon.
Yes?
When you came to Trotsky, you were carrying a message with an offer of an alliance from Lords Hanush and Radzik, were you not?
Exactly.
I think it is time I gave you my answer.
I always knew you were nothing more than a turncoat.
Call it what you like.
What do you say, Lord Capon?
Well,
Lord Capon will be only too pleased to hear what Lord von Berkhoff wants to offer him.
You think I'm some villain, don't you? But I've only ever wanted what is best, believe me. What is best for this country, for my loyal supporters, and, naturally, for myself. And I'm not ashamed of that. And it appears that Sigismund is no longer what is best. He's in trouble, both here and in Hungary. The army is not getting paid, morale is poor, and the Kuttenberg miners are rebelling. so the crown is running out of silver.
I see. The butcher's on his way, so you want to flee the pigsty, eh?
Naturally. And together we can even set fire to this pigsty, as you put it. If you want my advice.
I'm all ears, sir.
The last straw Sigismund is grasping is the royal treasury at the Italian court. If he were to lose his silver, he wouldn't be able to pay his soldiers and would have to withdraw to Hungary.
We're supposed to rob the Italian court.
The most secure place in the town?
Of course. And while you're there, you can also free the lords captured at Raborz.
My father.
Lord Pisek, as the former mintmaster, you must surely know of some way to sneak in.
There is no way. The court's an impregnable fortress.
Really? What about tunneling in? There are hundreds of tunnels beneath the city, and if I'm not mistaken, one of them runs beneath the court.
That's total madness. There might be some passageway leading there, but no one knows those old tunnels now. Besides, they might collapse at any time. One could easily come to a bad end there.
But that can also happen when you try to mount a horse drunk. What's with this tunnel?
There's a whole labyrinth of tunnels under the city. You'd have to dig from inside the treasury to find the one you want. And where they all lead to, God alone knows.
God and me.
Oh, pardon me, milady, but how would you know?
Not all young noble women devote their days to embroidery, Sir Peter. I look after Father's documents, and I know all about the plans of the passageways beneath our palace. St. James's Church owes its existence in part to the generous donations of the Routards. So in the past we had a secret underground entrance built into its crypts, and St. James's is right next to the Italian court.
A handy escape route from the palace, eh? If you don't mind crawling through a tunnel, that is.
In short, you can theoretically walk directly from Routard Palace to the Italian court.
Sure. That is, after breaking through the walls that separate the crypt from the tunnel, and the tunnel from the cellars.
That sounds almost too easy.
You took the words out of my mouth. With a bit of luck, we'll get to the cellars of the court. What then?
What do you think? The guards will come down on you and it'll all be over.
So we need someone who can help us on the inside. Someone who'll distract the guards and lead us to the silver.
What about Ulrich Vavak? If we threaten him a little, he might help us.
Most importantly, he's got the Mintmaster's key. You'll need it to get to the silver. But I wouldn't advise you to rely on the help of that sycophant of Sigismund's.
Nor would I. Couldn't your brother help us instead, Lord Pisek?
Christian? He can be hard to deal with sometimes. He'd be taking a big risk, and besides, he doesn't have the Mintmaster's key to the treasury. I'm afraid Vavak's your only hope.
There is one other possibility.
Oh? What's that, Sir Otto?
Perhaps you have heard about the expected arrival here of a rare visitor from very far away.
Who? Do you mean... Surely not.
The very one.
What the fuck are you talking about? Speak clearly!
Well then, a papal legate is on his way to the town directly from Rome. He's coming to adjudicate the dispute about the new church.
What's that got to do with us?
Where would he be received except at the Italian court, along with his entourage? No one knows them, no one has ever seen them, and very few understand their language. They might as well be volunteering for you to take their place.
Well, bugger me. This is starting to sound fucking good.
What? What do you mean, take their place? Are we supposed to kill them, or what?
Why not?
Fuck.
We can't. Godwin, say something. You're a priest, after all.
You're right. Jesus! Get a grip, fellas! Do you want to burn in hell?
Calm down. We'll just lock the Pope's lackey up for a bit, and once we've got the silver, we'll let him go again. No one gets hurt.
St. Joseph, cover thy ears!
Where will we find that legate?
He's staying in Loretz, at the vineyard. He's got the use of the whole place for himself and his escort. But I don't know how many there are.
Good. We'll send Catherine there to have a look.
And then we'll burst in there and cause a bit of a fuss, so he doesn't get any stupid ideas. And that'll be that.
Gentlemen, the legate is a man of the cloth, like me. I know Latin, and even a bit of Italian too, as it happens. I could explain to him what we need. Maybe we can persuade him to go along with it.
He'll tell us to kiss his arse, more likely.
Sir Hynek, never underestimate the power of sweet words. Especially when the listener has a knife at his throat.
It's true, none of us would be very convincing as an Italian cardinal. It'd be better if we made him take us with him, as his retinue.
But what do we do with the legate's real retinue?
Lock them up at the Devil's Den. One of our men can guard them there.
A couple more peculiar fellas blabbering nonsense won't look out of place there in the slightest.
All right, let's say we get inside with the legate. What then? What if he betrays us?
That's why we mustn't let him out of our sight. Godwin will take care of that.
Me?
You said you spoke Italian, didn't you? If he starts squealing, you'll hold a dagger to his ribs and ask him politely to play nice.
May God look the other way.
Meanwhile, the rest of us will have to deal with the guards inside, prepare the ground for digging, and open the treasury.
That's damned risky.
No one will be expecting us. As long as we don't make a ruckus too soon, it'll all be over. And the whole place will be ours before they even notice.
What if the legate refuses to talk to us?
Well, we can always beat him up. Take his clothes and let someone else put them on. Like, Godwin, eh? Since he's a priest.
Hold on. I'm not going to play the jester for anyone.
Nobody's asking you to. We stick to the plan. We'll work on the legate so he agrees to take us in with him. Then we'll find a way somehow.
All right. I can't think of anything better anyway.
Agreed then. We'll try gentle persuasion to begin with. And now, to the task! Henry, you go to the town and squeeze anything that could help us out of Vavak.
Most importantly, get that key from him.
Then wait for us at Rotard Palace, where we'll set up our base. We'll get there first thing in the morning.
And how are you going to get inside? The palace will be closed and maybe guarded. I don't expect you want to march through the main entrance, where everyone can see you, and break the gate down while you're at it.
That's true, milady. What do you suggest?
There's not only a passageway to the church, but also down to the river. I know it like the back of my hand. I could show Henry the way if you like.
No offense, my lady, but you'll be safer here.
She's coming with me. Nobody knows Rutgard Palace as well as Lady Rosa.
Do you want to get into the court? Then you need Rutgard Palace. You want Rutgard Palace? Then I'm coming along.
All right. Both of you are going to town. And no dawdling. You should be on the road tomorrow at the latest. Time is of the essence.
Well, that's that then. Let's get to work.
Do you really believe our plan can succeed?
You'll need a big dose normally, arranging for this, but we don't have...
What are we going to use to get...
Don't count your chickens if you really do get your hands on the silver. Or do you have any other
Samuel's people were hiding Liechtenstein. I'm sure they earned their...
You're thinking of those who are most in need. Excellent. But most of the...
Lady Rosa seemed right at home.
That she did. She really is her father's daughter. She has her late mother's beauty. Had she been born a boy...
Do you also find it strange how quickly...
Indeed I do. The king's position in the country...
But what would von Burgov stand to gain if...
That I do not know.
He's suffering. It's only a matter of time before he croaks.
What will you do when me and Lady Ro...
We need to fix ourselves up. We've got some wounded. We also need to work out...
Such as?
That retard passageway. We need to know how the court... And...
What will happen to von Bergov now?
What do you think? He'll stay here. Pisek will watch him and... Well, he may not be as pretty...
What did you think of...
Oh, well, so you ask me.
Isn't it strange how...
Not really. He's a...
Is there any chance we...
Only if everybody...
I thought that was water.
I'd love to forget that. Oh, it's that grand, but hey. But now you have to listen.
But what if the plan...
I won't lie. And if it does...
You're not serious about praying for a quick death, are you?
You fucking bet I... Getting caught with Sigismund's silver in our clutches would be the big...
It happens! Just watch where you're going next time.
But Berta won't survive the night.
There's nothing we can do to help him anymore?
I tried a chamomile decoction, but he's in too much pain to fall asleep.
I'll go and see him. We'll pray together. And if you want, I'll stay with him. Until the end.
Praying won't help him. Better to give him some potion that'll put him to sleep. A sleep he may never wake up from.
Do you really regard that as humane? Killing him instead of letting him die in peace when his time comes.
In peace? Have you even seen him?
Surprised?
Did you hear what was arranged?
Of course. But I don't even have the...
Is there something you don't like about the plan?
Don't like? You lot have gone mad. First, you bring von Berghoff here in shackles. Then you let him put a flea in your ears about how to outsmart the king? And now you want to walk right into his people's clutches? Have you taken leave of your senses, for Christ's sake?
You make it sound like things were different before with Zizka.
You bet your ass it was different. He didn't act like a fool, and only took actions that could actually succeed.
Christ! Shit! Oh, God! What? You...
What do you...
I don't care about Von I may be younger than...
They're nobles.
That was no obstacle.
I wouldn't be able to...
That makes sense. I probably...
If Sir Hanush saw you up...
Well, now...
You can't really...
What?
Someone like...
You know what...
What's bothering you about Sam so much?
He's simply doing everything in his power to... And if someone stops him from... Yeah. Well...
No, so yeah.
Isn't it...
Not really.
Is there any...
Only if...
I thought that...
Oh, it's that, hey, but now...
But what if...
I won't lie if it...
You're not...
You're getting...
What will...
We need... We also...
Such as?
We need... And...
What will...
What... Aren't we making a mistake?
I know how these things go.
Is there anything else?
Yes.
Do you... You'll need normal...
What?
If you... Or do you...
Sam, I'm sure...
You'll think...
Lady...
That she had she be...
Do you...
Indeed, the king's... But that...
I thought people like you...
I'm your hostage.
You'll be nothing but a
If you attend to... They will...
You want to buy...
What's... And I don't have... Assuming...
How does von Berg...
W dupie mam, Bergo. Piękna, młoda. Rudharz, tym lepiej. Myśmy ją przecież oswobodzili.
Is he talking about road...
He...
Samuel will pull through. But
Here you
won't
go.
survive the night.
Take it.
There's nothing we can do to help him anymore.
I try to calm him out.
Did you hear...
Of course.
I keep wondering why a woman like you...
And what did you come up with?
It occurred to me maybe you and I are a bit alike. Well, for example, I lost everything. I have nowhere to go back to. I have a father, but I barely know him. The Devil's Pack is like my family now. I thought you might be in a similar situation.
Family. Pfft, a fine family, that is. Murderers, drunks, fornicators, and gamblers led by the devil himself.
Oh, come on, you know what I mean.
Look, I'm simply here. Does it bother you?
No, not at all. I thought...
Then don't think.
Watch and learn. Hey, that... Ha! Fuck you!
You silly doggy. You silly doggy.
Did you hear...
Of course.
I keep wondering... Not a thing.
See? You're young and...
What?
Samuel will...
You have a kind mum.
Did you...
Of...
I keep wondering... It occurred... Well... I thought you might be...
Family.
Oh, come on, you...
Look.
No.
Then don't... Samuel will pull through. But Berta won't survive the night.
There's nothing we can do to help him.
Reasons are there.
How's it... What of it?
Some Glück if you're look.
Too slow.
Did you and Cape...
I do not...
Well, you didn't expect us to let...
He would...
Von Bergov spared Capon's life when he took him prisoner at Nabokov.
And that is reason enough for you?
No, but he's no saint either, trust me. I don't really understand these lordly things.
Say whatever you want.
The great Baron has been everywhere and knows everything. So he goes and shoots at clouds.
And even Kurtenberg. And I would restore my reputation. No chance.
Bad luck.
I hope it's not too...
No need to...
You pretend...
I would feel...
If I learn...
Calm down. There were many... And a pretty...
I hope she's been treated...
Don't worry.
First you have Ruthard and...
Can you imagine? Moreover, and so were you...
That's none of your business.
So be it.
I'd never have first-ish...
By tomorrow...
Don't try that, Tuft. Of not being firmly in charge for one.
An interesting idea. I will remember it.
Would you like to know how it's...
You seem to be late. You killed a murderer.
It looks like the two of us will be going to Kuttenberg alone.
I can hardly wait.
Aren't you looking forward to going home?
When they captured Pa, Von Bergov's people came to Ruthard Palace.
Did they do anything to you?
No, I wasn't harmed. But before they took me away, they ransacked the place. Then Von Bergov just took me to Malashov. It's likely Vavak took our home for himself. He's always threatened to do that.
Well, you can try. When we free your father, Ruthard Palace will be yours again.
I hope so. But that's still far from certain.
How do we even get inside Ruthard Palace?
Like I said, through the underground.
Well, I suppose by now I ought to know you don't have back doors here. Just secret passages, eh?
You are in mining country, you know. There's more going on here below ground than above.
How will I find the entrance this time? From the position of some cross again?
No, I'll guide you this time. It's just below the walls. You only need to know where to turn.
Are you ready to go?
There's no point in dallying.
All right, let's go.
Well, here we are. I'm not keen on going into that darkness.
Are you afraid?
Of the dark? Me? I'm not a little girl. But God knows what we'll find inside. Especially at the far end.
I'll be with you. If anything happens, just stay behind me and...
Ah, my hero! But since I'm the one who knows the way, I'll be going first. Usually there's only a small trickle running through here. The water must have risen.
How far away is it anyway?
Soon there'll be a fork, and from there it's only a short distance. You'll see.
And where does the passageway end?
In the cellar, conveniently enough. It's always best to arrive inconspicuously. Startled me. Anyway, what's Lord Capon's problem with underground passageways? When I mentioned it at Supdal, he looked like he was about to faint.
Well, when we were defending the Barkov, he got buried under the rubble from a demolished tower.
Oh my god!
I was lucky to survive it. I still remember him calling for help. He was scared to death. There was nothing we could do. That's when he was captured by von Bergov. Since then, he's not comfortable with tight spaces.
Sorry. I was a silly goose to bring it up.
Everything all right?
No. Don't you see how...
I hope you don't expect me to carry you.
I most certainly do. Unless you want to prove to me that you really are an uncouth village oaf after all.
Well, what's to be done? I'll carry you over.
Don't worry, though. I'm not some fragile petal. I'm waiting. This is not how one carries a lady, you barbarian.
Maybe not in Kuttenberg, but it's how we did it in Skalitz.
But it's not very comfortable.
Just grin and bear it, my lady. We're almost...
Oof. I don't think you'd be welcome at a royal court. But I am dry, so I thank you.
I hear voices. Looks like we've got company. And not welcome company, I reckon.
Look at all this mess. I can hardly recognize...
This doesn't look like the work of Avak's people.
They're acting like they own the place. If Pa were to see this, we must get rid of them.
So you want me to get rid of them?
Don't you worry. Do you see this ivy here? I bet that riffraff didn't... If I climb up there, I can cover you from above. Just in case.
What? Are you crazy? You can't climb such a height.
Oh, don't worry. I've been climbing up there ever since I was a little girl.
But they'll see you.
No, they won't. I'll be round the corner before they have a chance. There's a wooden balustrade there all the way to the window. It's like climbing a ladder.
If you say so. But if anything happens, hide. Got it?
All right. Now turn around so you can't see up my skirt.
Right then. Here we go. I hope Rosa can aim well.
Boy, where do you think you're going?
You're trespassing. This place belongs to the House of Ruthard.
You're wrong, friend. The Ruthards have finished in this town. We own the place now.
What are you gonna do about it, fucker? Now you're gonna get it!
Sakra! Rosa!
I'm all
Rosa.
yours!
Useless! Quick! Kill him! You're mine!
What do you want? You want to try me? Bad luck!
Henry! Over here!
Are you alright?
I am. For now. Are you all right, Henry? I think I...
You're a good shot. Cape on and Kabyan.
Thanks.
Is something wrong?
Someone's trying to break through.
Oh, damn it. I'll be there in a moment.
Be careful.
Load your crossbow, and if they get inside...
I barricaded the door. I'm sure I can hold out for a while.
What a mess.
Go your stuff!
What's that sound?
Pray for it!
Rosa? It's me.
Henry, are you all right?
I'm in one piece.
Are they gone? All of them?
Aye. It's over.
All right. I'll let you in. You can come in now.
So, here we are. Welcome home.
It doesn't feel much like home anymore. They were behaving like animals in here.
Right. We've got a lot of work to do, but we'll get there. You'll see. We have to. There's a lot at stake.
That's true. You know, Henry, I want to ask you something. And I want an honest answer, all right? If everything were to go wrong at the Italian court and, God forbid, you had to choose, would you still try to rescue my father, even if it meant putting stealing the silver in jeopardy?
The lives of allies are obviously the most valuable asset to us. Without their support, the silver would be useless anyway.
Not to mention, it wouldn't last you very long anyway.
Don't worry. We'll either leave the Italian court with the lords, or...
Or not at all.
Don't worry about the mess. Our boys will happily clean up once they get here. We owe you that.
The mess is the last thing on my mind. There was my mother's silver, my brother's hunting trophies, and my books. It's all gone.
If our plan succeeds and your father is freed, do you know what will come next?
I try not to think about it.
Why? That's why you're helping us, isn't it?
If you get the king's silver, my father and I will have to hide. Leave the region, go somewhere out of Sigismund's men's reach, and you and I will have to part ways.
Maybe it won't be necessary. As soon as Jobst and his troops arrive, you'll be safe again.
Maybe. But your duties are elsewhere. Capon's estate is in Retaille. Besides, he'll be getting married, and you'll surely be accompanying him. Why should my father and I stay here anyway? What do we have left?
You'll be all right.
My father would clap you in irons for that.
And for this.
Oh, it seems you know how a lady should be carried.
Where to, ma'am? I don't see any rivers, ditches, or puddles to cross.
Dami castitatem e continentiam, sed non moro. Forward, Sir Knight.
Oh, Christ. Oh, is it morning already? Zizka and the others will most likely be here by now. I should go and have a look. You know about yesterday evening and night?
What about it?
I thought maybe you want to talk about it.
Do you think there's anything to talk about?
Well, what's next for us?
Nothing, most likely. I'm Lord Rutard's daughter. Our name still means a lot, despite all the trouble we're in. When my pa is free and an opportunity presents itself, I'll have to get married.
Has your father already picked a groom for you?
Not yet, but I know how it goes. If I'm lucky, I'll marry a young nobleman and soon bear him a bunch of children. And if I'm really lucky, they'll find me some old man who will drop dead before we even leave the church.
I'll marry you then.
What?
If we can free your father, I could ask him for your hand in marriage, even under threat that he'll go back under lock and key if he refuses.
I don't think he'd allow it either way. Lord Rutard's daughter, and the bastard son of the Lord of Skalitz, who was driven out of his estate by Sigismund himself. That's not going to happen. Although, our plan may very well fail, and no one might survive. Why throw something nice away prematurely? You know, carpe diem et memento mori.
Well, if that's how you feel.